Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the Travel Lover. Hey, welcome all you travel lovers on YouTube, on Facebook. Thank you so much for tuning in whenever you're watching it, wherever you're watching it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is the late night edition to my going live, and I need to do this more consistently. And it's something to where I need to obviously work on because I have a lot going on in my life, and there's a lot of things that I've been trying to do. And man, it's a lot. There's a lot going on, but I need to become more consistent and make sure that I am able to talk to you all, get your feedback, and be able to kind of cater a lot of the topics that I'm going to cover based off of what you all want to listen to. So that's something that I am currently working on right now. I'm just trying to share this live to several of my groups so that people can see and be able to watch at some point and be able to hopefully benefit from this particular live that I'm doing. So if you are watching this, please comment. Let me know where you are where you're reaching out from. And so today live, I am going to go over some of the cruise deals with I'm going to go over Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, going to touch on Virgin Voyages and Norwegian Cruise Line. Next week, I'll go over MSC, Disney, Princess Cruises, and who else? Am I missing anything else? Anyone else? I don't think I'm missing anyone else, but I'll definitely go over some deals as far as those particular cruise lines next year. I mean, next week, and then I also will be touching on some all-inclusive destinations and some international destinations as well. So that is going to be kind of the focus for me, is to highlight some cruise deals. We're going to go over some itineraries. We're going to go over some things to do in different regions around the world. We're going to touch on, we're going to talk about, my goal is by the end of this year, I want to go live and talk about, if not every single ship, almost every single cruise ship with each cruise line, right? And go over some of the itineraries, go over the features of each particular ship, and go over, just more information about the cruise lines. And that's something that I haven't done in a while, and something that I will continue to work on and do. There's going to be some things where I'll be dropping throughout the week. I'll be dropping some information about different policies and things like that. That is what initially has maybe grown to this point, is by me sharing information. And I feel like I've lost that somewhat. And so, like I said, just living life, trying to go through things in life, and trying to, I'm attached to a lot of different responsibilities. But first and foremost, obviously, my audience, my followers, all of you who love to be able to travel, and you have been following me on this journey, I just want to say thank you. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I've just uploaded my Disney Dream Ship Tour. So if you ever thought about going on Disney, or have never been on the Disney Dream, and you want to get a glimpse of what Disney Dream has to offer, then this is going to be a great video for you to watch. A lot of people don't know that on Disney cruises, there are adult-only areas on those particular cruise ships. And with the Disney Dream, I was very, very impressed about seeing the different adult only areas. I mean, you really have like your own area inside the ship, to where you have your own bar area, lounge area, entertainment space, and it's just for adults. And then you also have your adult only pool area, section with it's a pool, jacuzzi, and a bar. So there are things to where if you wanted to get away from the children, Disney does it very well. And I was, like I said, I was highly impressed. I was highly impressed about what I saw. So I will show you the different areas of the Disney Dream, the adults only area, because there's several different areas and they're all in one location. It's called the District, and it's great. It's lower. The lighting is more dim, and it really gives you kind of that more adult, sophisticated feel when you go into those particular areas. So, and of course, Disney is Disney. There is, I mean, if you love Disney, if you love, you know, family vacations, going on a Disney cruise ship, along with their excellent customer service, you will enjoy yourself with going on a Disney cruise. So make sure you go over to my YouTube channel, Mike the Travel Lover. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit that notifications bell so that you are notified of my weekly videos. And so my next one that I will be dropping, I think my next one is, my next one is the Celebrity Beyond. So I did a ship tour on Celebrity Beyond. And let me tell you something. People are sleeping on Celebrity, especially the Edge class ships, the Celebrity, let me make sure I'm in the middle. The Celebrity Edge class ships. Now, Celebrity as a whole is great. But I was so impressed with the Celebrity Beyond. It blew me away when I went on Celebrity, because I always had this notion, and it's based off obviously not having that first-hand experience. I always had this notion that it catered to, which I knew it catered to an older crowd, but I wasn't sure of what older crowd it catered to. Was it bougie? Was it stuffy? Did you get that? Was I going to get that feeling when I go on a Celebrity cruise? And it was total opposite. When you're talking about a vibe, it was vibrant, or so many artistic, the artwork, the sculptures, the design, the decor, everything about the Edge class ships is just simply premium to luxury level. And the atrium area they had upbeat music, and the crowd, the passengers were diverse. The demographics were, I'm in my late 30s now. And so I already feel as though if you're in your 30s to 60s, 70s, you're going to have a really good time with Celebrity. I was just highly impressed. Highly impressed. I've heard great things about the food. Did taste some of the food on the ship, and the food was very good on Celebrity Beyond. So I cannot wait to actually go and cruise on Celebrity. That is on my very near future bucket list, is to get on a Celebrity Edge class ship, because I'm telling you, I'm thinking too that the price point was going to be extremely high, but Celebrity price point is similar to Royal Caribbean. So if you love going to Royal Caribbean, but you want a little bit more premium feel to your cruise ship, a little bit more sophistication to your cruise, Celebrity is a great option. And then when I was looking up different pricing, because I've booked several clients on a Celebrity cruise before, and I'm like, oh man, Celebrity offers onboard credit. And I've said this for the longest. I'm like, Royal Caribbean never offers onboard credit. But in the last few months or so, I see Royal Caribbean has now adopted what Celebrity is doing, and now they offer onboard credit on a lot of their sailing. So Celebrity has a lot to offer. And so if you're thinking about another cruise line, And let me tell you something too about celebrity. Celebrity is not your family for like younger children, for maybe like teenagers, younger children. I personally do not feel as though, and it may depend on your younger child. I can say maybe a teenager, depending on their maturity level, on maybe how maybe experienced they are to traveling, or I don't know. Like if you have a child that wants the water slides, that wants a big, they have. If you want for them to have a big kids camp and a lot of different activities, you want all those extra added family features to the cruise ship, then celebrity is not where you want to go, right? But if you have maybe it depends on your child. But like I said, if you're into that, then celebrity is not where you want to go. Celebrity to me is that solo person, that couple, that that person who wants, like I said, a more premium level to their cruising, that still has that is a foodie, that loves great drinks, that loves great entertainment, and wants to have a really good time. Celebrity is where you want to go. Trust me. And it's not that many children on celebrity. So no, it's not adults only. But if someone wants that adults only feel, then I would offer them a celebrity cruise, because you're really not going to see that many children on that ship, really at all, because it doesn't cater to, I would say, children that much. All right. So without further ado, let's get into some of the promotions that is out right now. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to definitely get into that. So let's get this started. We're going to start off with Carnival. All right, cool. So y'all can see that. Let me just make sure on my end that you all can see in regards to Carnival Cruise Line and what it has to offer. Perfect. Let me see. All right, perfect. So you can see. Let's see, can you see me? Am I blocking anything? Okay, perfect. All right, everyone. So Carnival Cruise Line cruise deal. The promotion that's going on right now. I actually had several people who reached out to me today about, hey, can you book me on a Carnival cruise? I'm like, sure. All right. And I guess they've noticed some of the deals. And so here are some of the deals that you will find on Carnival. And let me go over it. So you have the pack and go sale. The lead-in rate is $219, $539. So let me make this clear. This pricing does not include taxes and port fees and all that, right? Does not include gratuities. So these are kind of the starting rates. So for 3 to 5 nights, starting rate $219 per person. 6+ nights, $539 per person. The booking window is June 13th to June 17th. And it says on select sailings through October 2024. Okay, so we have that. Then we have the early saver sale. Early saver sale starting rates $279 for 2 to 5 days. 6+ days is $489 per person. The booking window is June 11th to June 17th, so you have one more day. And so you can get reduced deposits from $50 per person and free room upgrades on sailings through April of 2026. Okay, so this is the early saver sale that's going on right now. So reduced deposits of $50 per person and free room upgrades on sailings through April of 2026. Then you have the great rates free room upgrade sale. The pricing is a little bit higher, $369 per person for 3 to 5 days. $649 per person starting rates at 6+ days. Same booking window, June 11th through June 17th. And these have your rates, and you have free room upgrades. So let me explain something to you as far as, let me hide this, something to explain to you as far as the upgrades with Carnival. So with Carnival, it's upgrades within each category, right? So it's not an upgrade from like an interior to an ocean view or from an ocean view to a balcony. It's basically upgrades within the interior. So you can upgrade from a lower level category of an interior to a higher level category within an interior. Okay, same thing with an ocean view, same thing with a balcony. So you're not jumping from interior to ocean view or interior to balcony. You're jumping from interior to another interior that is a higher level. So that's how the upgrades work with Carnival. I know a lot of people may have a different understanding or did not know. So I wanted to explain that to you because I haven't had it recently, but there have been people before that said, oh man, I see an upgrade. I'm trying to upgrade to a balcony. And when I go and look at their booking or look what they're trying to do, they want to stay. I mean, you know, they have an interior, and I have to explain to them, like, all right, these upgrades is not jumping you to a balcony. It's jumping you to another interior that's maybe on a higher deck, or it might be a specialty interior, or it might be a specialty balcony that is available that you can maybe potentially get an upgrade to. So that is just some insider information so that you are aware of how the upgrades work when it comes to the free room upgrades. Okay, so you're aware of that. And then now you have June savings, which this particular one is for the whole month of June. You have the starting rates here, and it's just basically rates for the month of June. So that is with Carnival Cruise Line. I would like to go over to Royal Caribbean. And so with Royal Caribbean, right now, Royal Caribbean has these current offers right now. They have a BOGO 60. The booking window is for the whole month of June. This is basically 60% off the second guest plus kids sale free. So let me give you some insider information about the kids sale free. Your children has to be 12 and under, okay, for this to basically apply. Okay, so let me make this a little bit bigger so you all can see. I'm going to highlight certain things. So it says all sailings departing after July 1st, 2024, and it's buy one, right here, buy one guest, second guest 60% off, and 30% off on third, fourth guest. Okay, the kids sell free portion is for the whole month of June again. It's for sailings from July 1st of this year to April 25th of 2026. Okay, it says all sailings. Okay, the stipulation is guests 12 and under sell free on sailings 3 nights or longer. And this is where you want to look at is the exceptions, the exclusions. These particular dates you have to look at, because even though it says all sailings, it is not all sailings. It's a lot of sailings that this kids sell free. So I've had clients that say, hey, Mike, I have my children going. Can you see? I see this promotion for kids sell free. I go and I look up the dates, and I have to tell them that this offer doesn't apply for this particular sailing because it's within this the offer, this time period where this offer does not apply. So it's kind of a marketing purpose, is to get your attention about the kids sell free. Even though it says all sailings, it's really not all sailings. Okay, so I just want you to let you know. So just like this, it says Thanksgiving sailings is not included in this. November 20th, November 22nd, 2024 to November 29th, 2024, November 20th, 2025 to November 28th, 2025, you cannot use the kids sell free. The holiday sailings, December 20th, 2024 to January 3rd, 2025, not available. Similar time frame for 2025. Spring break time, March 7th to March 28th, 2025, not available. Departing March 6th. So all of the major time frames, look at this. Summer sailings, departing May 22nd, 2024 to August 30th of 2024. May 22nd, 2025 to August 29th, 2025, except for Alaska summer sailings. So the peak time frames for what people want to book for, this kids sell free is not available. So if you're able to cruise any other time frames other than these peak time frames, then the kids sell free offer will be available. Okay, so like I have some clients, they're booked in October, that's not included in this exclusion. And I was able to basically, the kids sell free is not necessarily 100% free, it is greatly reduced. So that third person, which would have been a child, was only maybe like $250 for that third person. Okay, so like I said, it's for guests 12 and under. Sell free, 12 and under. So you're a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old. This kid sell free will not apply. Okay, so I like to make that very, very clear, because like I said, they draw you in with this promotion right here, with this offer that you see, the commercials that you see, and then there's a bunch of dates that is not available. All right, then another one is called Beat the Clock and Save. Okay, so this offer is actually over. The next one is Beat the Buzzer Instant Savings offer. This one is from June 11th to the end of June. And it says sailings are partying 30 days after the booking date. So you see that? The selling window. Sailings to partying 30 days after the booking date. Offer details is up to 55, 550, 500, 450, 400, 350, $300 instant savings. Okay, so that is another particular offer. So please, during these offers, that's why it's really good to reach out to someone like myself, because like I said, if you go on your own, you need to read the terms and conditions. And like I said, there's been plenty of people who have reached out to me and I'm like, it doesn't apply. And they're like, I see it right here. And then I have to screenshot, where I have to share with them the terms and conditions, and it goes over the exclusions. So that is with Royal Caribbean, and that is the current offerings with Royal Caribbean. Okay, we're gonna go over Celebrity next. So Celebrity has several offers right now. And they have Alaska by Land and Sea, 75% off, second guest, and bonus savings. The promotion ends July 15th for sailings from June 4th to May 7th of 2026. Okay, so you have that. You have the BOGO 75% off, second guest, get bonus savings. And you have that similar time frame. And then you have there's different offers for Alaska right here. So there's quite a few offers that they do have. Trying to see if there's anything else that they have. So, and more so, they have this offering right here, 75% off. That's going on with Celebrity Cruise Line. So I want you to be mindful of that. If you all have any questions during this, please comment if you have any questions in regards to what I'm going over. So let's see. Make sure people are commenting. Okay. Let me check out my on YouTube. Hey, Anthony on the move. Appreciate you watching. Have someone on my YouTube, so sometimes I need to go back and forth. But like I said, I wanted to go over those offerings. All right, next up is, let's look at some Virgin Voyages. Virgin Voyages. If anyone doesn't know, Virgin Voyages is a cruise line that is strictly adults only, and it is 18 and over, and then oh, 1 second, hold on 1 second. I need to I'm sitting here connected to my daughter's TV. Hold on 1 second. I need to remove that. This phone. Hold on. My daughter came here. It's connected to my TV. Okay. All right. It's no longer connected. All right, perfect. So there's a Father's Day sale rates for $129 per night. Okay, savings with over $1,000. One thing that if you all don't know, with Virgin Voyages, with your fare for whatever you're paying for, you will have included all of the restaurants on the cruise ship. So all of the restaurants will be included. That's with any cruise ship, any sailing that you go on, all your restaurants are included. All your basic beverages are included. Your Wi-Fi is included. The gratuities are included. Your group fitness classes are included. So you have all of these things that are included that you do not have to worry about when it comes to Virgin Voyages. So it gives you kind of that all-inclusive feel. Now, people may ask about, hey, alcoholic beverages. That is one thing that I wish Virgin Voyages changed, and I hope that they maybe down the road create a beverage package, but they do not have a beverage package. They have a bar tab. So you buy like a $300 bar tab. But one cool thing with the bar tab is you can share your bar tab with other people. So if you wanted to go to the bar, maybe you are with your significant other and you wanted to purchase drinks for both of you on one bar tab, you can do that. And so that is one perk when it comes to the bar tab, is that you can share it. If you wanted to buy 4 or 5 drinks with other people at the bar, you can do that with Virgin Voyages bar tab. So it is some pros to it, but there is some cons to it as well, because I feel like if you have the drink package, I feel like you have more value in getting the drink package versus paying like a $300 bar tab. Okay. Next savings is with Virgin Voyages. You have Swing of the Summer savings, 70% off Second Sailor plus upgrades. Okay. So it says with 70% off the Second Sailor, including 2025 and 2026 itineraries, the limited view sea tariffs for the price of the Sea View on most 2024 sailings. It says that's a free balcony upgrade and up to $325 in savings. So it's a 70% off a second sailing on all voyages, including 2025 and 2026 itineraries, free balcony upgrades on most 2024 sailings, and it's a subject to availability, so it may not be available on all sailings. So just be mindful of that, okay? Then you have your $100 off Caribbean weekenders. So any weekend itineraries, you're able to get some money off of that. If you live in the state of Florida, they have Florida resident rates. So you know, as of right now, Virgin Voyages in the U.S. only cruises out of, as of right now, only cruises out of Miami. So they have Florida resident rates. It says save an extra 5% on your vacation, and reach out to your travel advisor, reach out to me, whoever the case may be, to see how you can go about in getting this Florida resident rate. Then you have a package that you can purchase. It's a Splash of Romance package. Some of the things that you will receive from this Splash of Romance package is priority check-in and boarding, curated cold pressed juices at the gym and tonic bar each morning, 3-hour thermal spa pass per sailor, a shake for champagne. It says charge removed from folio at the end of the sailing. So you can get a bottle of champagne. It's like exclusive sail away hour, aphrodisiac bites, aphrodisiac bites to keep the romance flowing. So that's why it's called the the Splash of Romance. Okay. So $50. And it says to place a request on your behalf, fill out a form ASAP, and we'll send you a booking confirmation within 72 hours. Okay, so that's something that you want to inquire, something that you want to reach out to your travel advisor about. All right. So that's some of the sellings with Virgin Voyages. There's also some perks as well that if you book with a travel advisor that we might be able to provide for you. So that's why it's very beneficial to reach out to someone like myself or someone that you know who is a travel advisor, because you might be able to get some extra perks. All right, let's move on to Norwegian Cruise Line. Okay, Norwegian Cruise Line is amazing with its free at sea offer. So on basically almost every single sailing, you can get this free at sea amenities, which you can add on a drink package, you can add on specialty dining, you can get $50 per shore excursion, or $50 shore excursion credit per port, and some Wi-Fi minutes. Okay, so this is something that you can get. Right now, there is a Father's Day sale, 35% off all cruises, plus a $250 free with Cruise First, plus a free unlimited open bar airfare more. So a lot of times they have offers that include all those amenities I just mentioned on top of free airfare. Now, I've done that before. If you add on the drink package, you will have to pay for the gratuities, but you're not having to pay like $50 per person per day for like a package that maybe like Carnival has or Royal Caribbean has. You're only paying the gratuities, which is much less. Same thing with the specialty dining. Specialty dining, depending on sailing, you may get 1 or 2 specialty dining offerings that you can choose from, and you're only paying the gratuities, which is usually maybe like around $8-9 per specialty dining, which is not that much. So it's not like you're paying $35, $40, or $50 for the actual specialty dining if you were to do it outside of the offer. So it's some really good perks in regards to that. Let's look at some other offerings here. You have reduced deposits here for this particular offering. Hopefully this website, I know Norwegian was kind of, let's go back. I know Norwegian, this site was kind of, yeah, it's taking a while for it to upload, but I'm not sure what's going on with their site. It's the reason why I can't get in here. Let's try one more time. Let's see if they'll redirect me. But that free at sea offer is excellent. And if you're wanting to book a group, I'm telling you, Norwegian Cruise Line has the best group amenities and perks out of any cruise line. Take it from me. I booked several groups, and I'm telling you, you're able to add a lot of extra amenities and perks per room that each room can choose from, like a list of amenities. So each room can choose from anywhere between 4 to 5 different amenities, and each room can have several different amenities compared to maybe another room that's within the group. It's a really good group offerings that they have with Norwegian Cruise Line. Yeah, Norwegian is not coming up with for me, so I'm not really going to get into that. So I wanted to go into, let me come back on here. Let me stop the screen share. Okay. So it says now we're moving to our primetime cruise line. What cruise line are you moving to? What cruise line are you're moving to? I can tell you my little journey is, I started off, my first cruise ship was Norwegian. It was Norwegian Epic back in 2012. Yeah. And then I did several Carnival cruises back to back. And anywhere from Spirit Class cruise, 3 on Carnival Pride out of Baltimore. Then I went to Carnival Vista. Then I went to Carnival Horizon. And then after that, what was after Carnival Horizon? Mardi Gras twice. Did Mardi Gras twice. Did Carnival Horizon last year again. And so Yeah, and then now I'm focusing on Royal Caribbean. In between that, I did Royal Caribbean, did Freedom of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas. In between that time, went on Virgin Voyages last year for the first time. Had a really good experience doing that. Then my last cruise was on Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas. So doing a little bit more Royal Caribbean lately. Got Royal Caribbean coming up in November on Wonder of the Seas. Then I have Princess Cruises for next year. I'll have, or you know what? I did MSC last year too. So MSC last year. Next year, I have Princess, looking at MSC, and looking at Celebrity or Royal Caribbean. Oh, Prime Time or Virgin Voyages. Man, let me tell you something. I need to clean my glasses. I'm going on my glasses, but I've told people before I have mixed feelings about Virgin Voyages. Um, I know a lot of people, a lot of like vloggers and all of that you may see on here. They rave about Virgin Voyages, and I am not going to like rave about Virgin Voyages. I really do think they have something really good going on, but I don't feel like I have talked to a lot of people and they're like, oh man, this is the best cruise ship or the best cruise line in the industry, and I'm like, really? Now, I think a lot of people are saying it for the fact of their food is great. They overall their food, Virgin Voyages food, is excellent. Their food is superior compared to Carnival, compared to Royal Caribbean, compared to MSC. They do have overall the best tasting food overall, as far as if you want to do like an overview. My feelings on it is this. If you're into wellness, if you're into fitness, if you're into having an adult only atmosphere where you're not dealing with children, but for me on cruise ships, children are the bottom of the list that bothers me on cruises. To be honest with you, like they're the bottom of the list. Other than if you're a person that loves to hang out by the pool. If you're a person that loves to hang out by the pool, then I kind of understand. But all the cruise lines have adult only pool areas, so you can just hang out in the adult only pool area. But yeah, more so my issues are with adults on the other cruise lines, not the children. So the children really isn't a bother to me. So that aspect of like, oh my God, I don't have to deal with children, doesn't really apply to me because of those reasons I just listed. You said Virgin hasn't sparked. Why, Anthony? Why Virgin hasn't sparked your interest? Why hasn't it sparked your interest yet? Another thing too, with Virgin Voyages, I love their theme nights. So on the cruise I went on, they had a 70s night, they had a PJ night. Their Scarlet Red night was semi weird but very good. And that's where you're going to get a lot of things with Virgin is that it's different, but then in some aspect of it is good. So it's like they are on this thin borderline of like, I don't understand what's going on, but then the other aspect of it is like, oh man, it's just really good. So yeah, so that is one thing with Virgin. Like I said, do I think they have the best cruise ships? The cruise ships are modern. The cruise ships are clean. Their rooms, depending on what room you get, the bathroom could be super duper small. Okay, so just be mindful of that. If you go on Virgin Voyages, make sure you get the right room, especially if you want a bigger size bathroom. But I got a regular balcony, which is called Sea Terrace, and that bathroom was so small, like very small. So you already know that the bathrooms on cruise ships are not the biggest. But Virgin was even smaller than that when it comes to the regular Sea Terrace, and it was crazy how small it was. Also, too, if you have more than two people in a regular room, it's not that much space for storage for your luggage. I don't hear a lot of people talk about that. I know that when I went on a recent like one of my clients went on a recent cruise, and she was like, man, it was 3 of us in the room and it was not that much storage. So if you're on a 7-day cruise and there's 3 people in the room or 4 people in the room, it is not a lot of storage space. Another con to the room is most of the time, if you're in a balcony room, you have like a couch. And the Seaterrace I had, they had this like theater, like this director's chair. And that was it. It was the bed and the chair. Now, yes, you can convert the bed into a couch, but who wants to constantly do that all the time, right? Pluses to the room, very modern. Tablet, free movies, free television shows, great feature to that. Like the ambiance in the room, amazing. You could change the mood lighting in the room, great. The hammock on the balcony, excellent. Excellent idea. That hammock is everything. So like I said, there are some really great pros and there are some cons in my opinion. But it is not the best cruise ship by far in my opinion. To be honest with you, they only have really one main pool. And that's why most of the time when you see videos, you see pictures, it's like 1 million people about at one pool. On that size ship, they should have multiple pools. So they do have one main pool that you mainly see with the day beds around it. And then they have the circular jacuzzi or whatever you want to call it. That's it. They need to have another pool area. And there is an area on the back of the ship where they have that netting. In my opinion, they should take that netting out. They should take that netting out and pull a pool back there. Maybe a small size pool back there where you can have a pool in the back and then aft of the ship, and then you have a main pool in the middle of the ship. Because it's a lot of people in that one pool. You said the overkill. Hold on, I'm gonna bring this up so the people can see. Extra large Seaterrace. So David, why do you love Virgin so much? Because this is great because we got David that seems to love Virgin, and then we have Anthony who's not really interested in it. So David, why do you really like Virgin? Anthony said, for one, overkill with red color, the mermaids or whatever they're called. My brother, man, that's why I said they want to be edgy. That's one thing about Virgin is they live is like an edge to that cruise line, right? One thing I thought that it would be too sexual, which is not. It's not too sexual. There are some things that are risque about some of the entertainment, but I don't think it's too much, right? They do have drag queen on the ship. So if you're not into that, that's not going to interest you. But you don't see that all the time, right? They have other entertainment. They have other things that you won't even see there, right? So it's not an overkill when it comes to that. Me, one of my favorite colors is red. So I don't have a problem with the red. I love red. I love blue. So the colors is fine with me. It's just a lot of people say, hey, this is the best cruise ship or whatever. No, I just came off of Icon of the Seas. That's the best cruise ship in the industry by far. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what anybody think. As far as a cruise ship, Icon Seas blows any other cruise ship out of the water. And then the next is Oasis class. Oasis class ships are better, in my opinion, than any of the cruise ships with Virgin Voyages. So as far as the cruise ship itself, like I said, there's different features of the cruise. You cruising on it that's unique and that's really good. But overall, I don't feel like Virgin Voyages have the best cruise ships, in my opinion. I'm not falling into the trap of like, oh, this is the hottest thing, or this is the new wave. I'm just going to be honest with you. But there are a lot of great pros to Virgin Voyages versus cons. They have a good thing going on. Like I would recommend people, and that's why I was on the fence before I went. I'm like, man, could I recommend people going on Virgin? And then when I went on Virgin, I felt more confident about referring people to Virgin Voyages, right? It may not be for everyone, so that's like for me to get into first-hand experience. If I know certain people are not into certain things, and that doesn't mean that you have to be like crazy into certain things, but yeah, yeah. Oh, another thing too, their pool, yeah, their pools are worse. Yeah, it's. I mean, by the time you wake up, I mean the whole pool deck is. I mean, you got all the day beds filled. You have all the people that's everyone's in the middle pool. I mean, you have over 2,500 people or over 2,000 people on the cruise ship, and you have one main pool. Adults love pools. Adults love hanging out in pools. So I don't know. Hopefully, maybe later on down the road, Virgin Voyages will add another bigger pool or another pool in a different area of their ship, depending on their design. But yeah, like I just didn't care for that or whatever. But the nightclub is amazing. The nightclub was great. The cruise I went on, the DJ was playing reggae music, 90s music, some 2000 music. They would play a little bit of Latin music, a little bit of pop or whatever, but it was a great mix. And that is by far the best nightclub on any cruise ship that I've ever been on. Between that and I ain't gonna lie, Carnival Pride, the Spirit class ships have, a lot of people don't realize the Spirit class ships with Carnival, in my opinion, they have the best nightclub on any Carnival cruise ship. If anyone has been on the Carnival Pride, the Carnival Spirit, the Carnival Legend, and the Carnival Miracle, you know what I'm talking about, because it's two levels. The top level has like a bar area, some seating up there, and then the bottom level has a big dance floor and then more seating. Like they have the best nightclub. So, but as far as aesthetics and everything, Virgin Voyages, that manor is amazing. The entrance into the manor is, I mean, that's why you see a lot of people go viral, because of the entrance into the manor with the glass you walking through. But yeah, that nightclub is dope. It's really dope. Man, I may have to do a separate David. You just renamed me David. Oh, my bad. It does say the kid from the lanes. My bad. That's funny. Wow, from West Oak Lane. That is crazy. I'm from West Oak Lane in Philadelphia myself. That is crazy. I don't know if you the kid from the lanes. I don't even think you look familiar. Oh, hold on. Is that? Oh my God. Taj. That's you. I didn't even notice. My bad. You are definitely pro virgin. You are definitely pro virgin. Andy says, I don't care to be around a ship of adults in pajamas. To be honest with you, it's not that bad. It was a really cool theme night. And when I went, no one went overboard with the pajamas. Like a lot of people had the silk pajamas. A lot of people had some really cool looking pajamas and stuff like that. And it wasn't too much. Like it was tasteful, what I can say as far as pajama party. I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, oh man, people gonna be dressing like crazy. But no, everyone, people was dressing to the T when it came to pajamas. It was real nice. It was really, really nice. So I didn't have any issues with the pajamas, but a pajama party. I felt as though it was something different in a good way for having a theme night on a cruise ship. Virgin Voyages is such a level of chill. They don't nickel and dime you on there, and it doesn't have the amusement park feel that Carnival and Royal can give. Yes, that is very true. It does have a level of chill, especially during the daytime. Like I tell everyone, there's like two aspects of the day with Virgin. There is the first half of the day is you got your fitness classes, yoga, and all that. You have a lot of that on the itinerary. It's more laid back. It's not a whole lot going on during the daytime. The evenings where everything kind of picks up, especially with the itinerary, and everything that's going on. So yes, it is. It gives you where you can kind of chill out. You know what I mean? Do your own thing during the daytime, and that's if you like that. Because some people want, and they're used to having like each hour, there's like several different options per hour. And on Virgin, it's not like that. You may have one or two options, but you don't have an array of options every single hour on Virgin voyages. And some people are fine with that. Some people, especially if you're with your significant other or with your group of people, you make your own good time, right? You don't necessarily may need an itinerary for you to have a good time. Some people are like that. I always use an analogy as if you love all-inclusive resorts, if you really love all-inclusive resorts, then you will really love Virgin Voyages. Because with all-inclusive resorts, you know, they don't have a whole hour by hour itinerary. It's get up, get something to eat, hang out by the pool, go on an excursion. They have a few different activities throughout the day, if that, and then it's time for evening. In the evening time, then you have dinner, then you have all these other things that you can do. So I always say, hey, Virgin Voyages is great for an all-inclusive person that have never been on a cruise before, right? So, yeah. But if you're a person that's very active, Virgin Voyages may not be that person, may not be that cruise ship for you. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, they don't have the amusement park feel. You don't have the water slides. You don't have any of that. But if they added water slides on there, you cannot tell me that some adults would not go on those water slides. Because adults love thrill, right? They love the thrill factor. They love, doing certain things that, younger people like to do as well, right? So they could potentially add some more thrilling activities. Like that whole playground area is okay to me. Like those big swings, the seahorse and all that, all the different things they have, that is a cool feature to it. But I feel like they can change that up and add something a little bit different to the ship. But yeah, that's just my opinion of Virgin Voyages. That's just, like I said, that's just my particular opinion. Let's talk about, let me see if I can pull up some itineraries for that. Let's get into Carnival. I like to talk about Carnival Cruise Line and their new private island that will be opening up. It's not a private island because it's attached to the Grand Bahama Island, but their own kind of private area that it will kind of mimic what Royal Caribbean has at Perfect Day, and that's Celebration Key. So let me share my screen. We're going to go through a couple videos and let's check out what Carnival is about to open up. So let's check this out. Oh yeah, yeah. That's Celebration Key. They are coming after Royal Caribbean. Perfect day at Coco Key or Coco Cay, whatever you want to call it. So, like I said, this is going to be replacement. Whenever Carnival goes to the Grand Bahama Island, or what the port is called is Freeport. Right now, when they dock at Freeport, it's in the industrial area of Freeport or Grand Bahama Island, and so there really is nothing over there except they do have a little port area with some places to eat and some shopping, but that's it. Everything else is about a 15 to 20-minute or more drive to get into the, I would say, better areas of the Grand Bahama Island or Freeport area. And so you're not there for long. A lot of times, depending on where you're coming from, you're only there for maybe 5 hours. So you don't really have a lot of time to be able to explore. So one of the things that this Celebration Key does is going to give a total different feel to this island. Grand Bahama Island is a beautiful island. Trust me. There's been 2 occasions where I've been there and I've done snorkeling there. And I'm telling you, the water is crystal clear. The beaches are white, sandy beaches. So it's just a shame that where it docks at now, some people don't get off. And some people, they just don't know how beautiful that particular island is because of where the port is with Carnival. Or any other cruise line that goes to the Freeport. And so what this does is, number one, it rivals Perfect Day when it comes to this particular area. Now with Perfect Day is truly a private island. This Celebration Key is attached to the Grand Bahamian Island, and it just is going to be amazing, right? So it's broken down to, as you can see, 5 different portals. So, I mean, there's also an adults only area on this particular island or area. So let's check out each area. So we're going to check out the first portal, which is Paradise Plaza. Is where you will enter, is where you will start, is where you will be able to get food. There's ice cream shops. Stop for a splashy photo out by the Bahamian Spire Fountain. There also will be live music and entertainment in that particular area, guest services, and the Shore Excursion Desk will be in the Paradise Plaza, along with the sandcastle featuring water slides and an observation deck. So let's go check out Paradise Plaza. So as you can see here, you enter and boom, you're in this centralized area right here. Okay, so that's Paradise. That's Paradise Plaza. As you can see from this photo right here, you can see the entrance into here. You can see obviously there's going to be a beach area and your entrance into the main area of Celebration Key. Second, excuse me. Second, you have is Calypso Lagoon. It says Calypso Lagoon is an adult-friendly portal. There is going to be areas where you can relax, you can chill, you can float around in the lounge by the pool. You can purchase cabanas. You can hang at the bar where the seats are actual swings. You can also there would be some dining options in this area. 2 full-service restaurants serving a variety of cuisines, specializing in local Bahamian flavors. It says they're also an adults-only area. Call it a getaway within a getaway. That's decked with a swim-up bar near the DJ's Island, an exclusive area on the neighboring beach. So let's go check out the adult-friendly portal. So a pretty big area, okay? So that's here. As you can see, you can get cabanas and all that. You can purchase cabanas. Let me see if I click on this, if it will give me more information about the lagoon. Okay. So as you can see here, the only friendly portal. It says you can do absolutely nothing. You have your freshwater lagoon. Look at that. All of these chairs are swinging chairs, which is oh man, it's gonna be you're gonna see Instagram go crazy. Once people go here for the first time, you have your beach area here, okay, with ocean views, and it says escape to adults only area. So within this is an adults only area. It says 18 plus for admission, 21 and over for alcohol consumption. It's going to have a DJ in this adults only area with lounges and exclusive beach access. Okay, so you have that at the Calypso Lagoon. Okay, so Calypso Lagoon has adult friendly portal, and they have an adults only area. Next is Starfish Lagoon. This is the family friendly area. It's perfect for kids and families and teens. You have a lagoon, a beach, a splash pad with shallow pool, basketball, volleyball, pickleball, and more at the game pavilion. And then adults can enjoy themselves along with a swim up bar, beach villas, floating aqua cabanas. These are some features to this particular area. Also for dining, there will be some food trucks to restaurants. So let's go check out Starfish Lagoon. So that's a big splash pad in that particular area. Looks like there's going to be tables and all that inside of the pool area. So let's go check out a little bit more about Starfish Lagoon. Okay, so you have this in the freshwater lagoon. There's cabanas and all that in this particular area. Of course, it's not going to be free. Got a little splash pad area, 2-foot wading pool. There's going to be water tool. Oh, I can't even talk. Water toys. And then you have your pavilion area here, which looks great. Pickleball, basketball, volleyball area will be in this section. And there will also be a beach area too. So you have that in the Starfish Lagoon area. Okay, so now we're going to go over to adults only private club portal. Okay, so this is going to be exclusively for adults only. So as you can see, there's several sections. And this is just got your own pool area, swim up bar, beach area, and this private club area. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be free. This is not going to be free. That's what it says upgrade your client's day access to the adults only private club portal. So this is a private area. So like I said, mimicking very similar to what Royal Caribbean has now with Hideaway. Hideaway beach area is at Perfect Day with Royal Caribbean. It is not free. You do have to pay for it. So this is going to be very similar. This is going to be carnivals like Hideaway Beach, but it's going to be an adults only private club portal. So you have that. Lacono Cove is where it's the middle of everything, right? So there's going to be shopping, palm trees. You're going to have live music, Bahamian music. You're going to have a lot of the locals in this particular area selling their arts and craft in this area. So they are really making sure, Carnival is really making sure that they are highlighting the Bahamian culture when it comes to this particular area. So let's check out this Lacono Cove. All right, that's what you have here. Let's check it out a little bit further. in this particular section here. As you can see, this middle pavilion is going to be very vibrant in this area. It's going to be right behind the sand castle with the water slides and all of that. So like, you'll have shopping, you'll have food, you'll have, like I said, this is where you'll be able to experience the Bahamian culture in this particular area. So I'm definitely looking forward to that when I go and visit. So here's the 5 different sections. So looks like there is, you have your upgraded adults only area, but you also have an area in the Calypso Lagoon that caters to adults only as well. That probably is not going to be. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that will work, because in this Calypso Lagoon, it says an adult friendly portal. So I don't see age restrictions in this adult friendly portal, but there's age restrictions for this adults only private club portal. So it's going to be interesting to see is how many people are going to pay for this private adult only area, which I feel like a lot of people will, in comparison to, it's like both areas seems to have a DJ, if I'm not mistaken. So, why would someone pay for the upgraded adults only area versus the Calypso? So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more information that Carnival is going to come out that will truly kind of distinguish both of these areas. So I'm really looking forward to that. So we kind of have that. If you're not familiar, everyone knows with Royal Caribbean what is happening with Royal, and that is, of course, Utopia of the Seas. And Utopia is about to, well, this is Star of the Seas, but Utopia of the Seas is about to start sailing from Port Canaveral in July. And you're talking about a brand new ship that will be doing 3 and 4 night itineraries. Okay, so if you're looking for an Oasis class ship, right? Maybe you can't afford. People cannot afford. Oh, let me turn this down. Oh no, this is up the whole time. Cannot afford maybe a 7-day cruise on a newer cruise ship, and you want to experience that new cruise ship on a shorter itinerary. Utopia of the Seas is going to be a great offering for you all, because, like I said, it's only going to do 3 or 4 night itineraries, and every single itinerary will include perfect day. So I think it's going to be a great option for those individuals that want a short cruise, experiencing an Oasis class ship. It will be brand new, and you're able to visit the wonderful perfect day at Coco Cay, Bahamas, as well, in every single itinerary. So I really think Utopia of the Seas is going to be a major hit. A lot of people have asked me, when am I going on that cruise ship? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know when I'm going to try out Utopia. I mean, Port Canaveral is right down the road from me. So a 3-night cruise would be nothing as far as the time frame to actually go on it, but just have to choose the right time frame and the right guests. But yes, Anthony was mentioning that many guests don't get off the ship at Freeport. Yes, many guests don't get off at Freeport, especially those who have been to Freeport before, because, like I said, usually you're not in Freeport for that long. Usually you are in Freeport for maybe 5 hours, 5.5 hours, and you're leaving. So that doesn't give you a whole lot of time there. So one of the things that I've noticed from the itineraries with the Celebration Key is that I'm seeing 6 hours, 7 hours, potentially 8-hour time frame in Celebration Key on some of the itineraries. So it's going to give people a lot more time. Also, to Celebration Key, the Excel cruise ships will be able to dock there 2 at a time. So the larger cruise ships will be able to go there. The larger cruise ships cannot go to Freeport. So not usually, but the mid-size, the smaller ships are the ones that are going to Freeport. You don't see the larger ships going to Freeport because it's not big enough to be able to hold that large of a ship. So, um, so yeah, so that's some of the things that is happening with Carnival. Utopia is obviously upcoming for next month. You have Margaritaville, which I'm not really going to talk on because um, yeah, I don't know. I will eventually go on Margaritaville Islander of the Seas, which is leaving out of Tampa. Which is funny. A lot of people may not realize that that cruise ship is the same class of a cruise ship from what I saw as the Carnival Pride, the Carnival Legend, the Carnival Miracle, and the Carnival Spirit. So it's like a Spirit class ship. So if you like, if you ever been on Royal Caribbean, you know how Royal Caribbean has where you can walk on the main decks from fore to aft and not have to go up or down midway. You're gonna love that ship because the Spirit class ships, their main decks, you can literally walk from forward to aft, front to back, without having to go up or down on that one deck. So that's a plus. I'm seeing some of the videos, some of the photos on there. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out. There's a lot of bad reviews with the first ship with Margaritaville. I have no desire to go on that particular cruise ship. It's just not a cruise ship that I will go on. Not a cruise ship that I will even necessarily recommend to people. That's just not me. And but I am looking forward to going on this Islander because I feel like I love the Margaritaville brand, and I feel like hopefully from what I've seen, they've done a lot of upgrades, a lot of changes to that particular ship, and so I feel like if they're able to get this ship right, and it's a great option for lower priced, shorter itineraries. You know what? They are doing longer itineraries on the Islander, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they are, but it's lower priced. So, but I'm not going to give my opinion on Margaritaville because I need to experience it more so firsthand before I give my opinion. I know some things about Margaritaville at sea, but with this particular ship and the reviews based on the other ship, I need to go on it before I talk about it. So let me see what else is happening. Star of the Seas is happening next year. Another Icon of the Sea class ship. At some point, my family, I got to get them on that ship. That ship is just simply amazing. Like I said, by far, Icon of the Seas is the best cruise ship in the world. By far, there's not another cruise ship. The closest cruise ships will be the Oasis class ships, but even Icon surpasses Oasis class ships in a lot of ways. And there isn't any other cruise ships in the industry that can come close to Icon of the Seas. Like, yeah, Icon of the Seas is just it's the only downfall. Icon is so freaking expensive. It is so expensive. It's very expensive. Like, it's very expensive. That's the only downfall. Other than that, it is worth paying a little bit more than your standard cruise. It's definitely worth that. But some of the pricing I'm seeing is just outrageous. $7,000 for a balcony. I would never pay that for two people. I would never pay $7,000 total for two people for a balcony. I would never do that. Brandon, okay, I see Brandon mentioned, says the food looks a lot better on the Islander. It does. From what I saw, the food does look a little bit better, but like I said, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about Margaritaville at Sea. And like I said, I'm going to hold off most of my feelings until I actually go on Margaritaville at Sea. I did this. I'm doing Margaritaville at Sea the same way I did with Virgin. I don't I don't go by what other vloggers, other travel advisors, and what their feelings are. I go by my own personal feelings. And, you know, I typically don't fall into a trap of like, oh my God, Virgin Voyages, I gotta get on it. Whatever. If it doesn't feel right, I'm not going to really go on it. Even for content purposes, I'm not going on a particular cruise ship because maybe it's the hottest thing. I'm not going to go and do vlogs on a cruise ship that I'm not really interested in. I'm not into creating content like that. I'm into creating content that I feel as though I'm going to enjoy myself. There are some things that, you know, I'm going to do that might be, I'm gonna say out of my comfort zone, but out of the box. Like Virgin Voyages to me was kind of like out of the box. It was a little bit different. So I was like, all right, let me see, let me check it out. So that's how I feel about Margaritaville at sea with the Islander. That looks a lot better of a product of a cruise ship than the other one. So I'm willing to try the Islander versus the other cruise ship. I'm not trying the other cruise ship. I personally don't like older ships in the first place. So I'm not gonna go on a cruise ship and it already has horrible reviews. I can visually see that I probably will not have a really good time on it. So why would I pay money? Why would I pay money just to get content to further talk about that particular cruise ship and how it's not that good? I already can see it for myself. I already can see for myself, right? That cruise ship with Margaritaville, the one that does like the 2 day, whatever cruise ship, is a super old ship. It is a very old ship, very very old ship, right? So that's number one, and that's number one. Is it's an extremely old ship. Now some people love those older ships, and like I said, you have other individuals that will go and create content on that ship to further bash the ship. And that's just not me. That's just not the content that I want to create. That's not the path that I want to go on to gain more followers and all that. Is I'm not going onto a cruise ship that I know is horrible to further talk about how bad it is. That's just not me. That's just not something that I want to bring to my audience, right? Because there's plenty of content out there to where you can make your own individual opinions based off the content. So, but like I said, I'll try Margaritaville at sea and give my feelings on it, because I do feel that my opinions and my thought process is a lot different than a lot of other content creators. There's a lot of content creators out here that have similar opinions that I do, but there's a lot others that is a little bit opposite, right? And so I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I'm going to give a professional opinion. I'll give you my personal opinion. And like I said, I've been doing this for a really long time. So, you know, I want to be, of course, utmost and give you the most honest, legit feedback. So you said Icon of the Seas is too expensive. I don't think it's worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. I'm telling you, I will spend another $1,000, $1,500 more than maybe my standard cruise. Now I ain't talking about like a cheaper Carnival cruise or something like that, but I would spend another $1,000 to $1,500 more. So maybe 2,000. I don't know, depending. But like for instance, like I would spend for a balcony. I would spend the most I probably would spend for a balcony on Icon will be maybe the most about $4,000. So about $2,000 per person. I will probably get to that level. Maybe 4,500, maybe depending on the balcony. But yeah, like around 4,000 ish, whatever. I'm not spending 7,000. I'm not spending 6,000. I'm not spending $5,000. But around 4,000 ish, you know, I will be willing to spend to go on Icon of the Seas, right? Or 4,500, maybe the most I will spend on Icon of the Seas, because it is like that. it is like that. And now I will join the other hype about Icon of the Seas because it is like that. Like that. When they say it's the ultimate family cruise or the ultimate cruise, they were not lying. They put everything into that ship. I'm like, I was on the cruise and I'm like, where does the cruise industry go from here? Like, where does Royal Caribbean go from here? Because it's like they thought about everything. They thought about everything on this cruise ship, right? About everything. And I'm like, what else could they do that, like, I'm telling you, every single section is perfect, in my opinion. For the most part, is perfect, right? For what it is. And another, I would say maybe one area a lot of people kind of go back and forth with me about is the hideaway area, because it's an adults only area and it's outside, and there's like a back and forth. That a lot of people, there's some people who don't like it, other people do. I do, to a certain extent. Like I do like that hideaway area for adults only, because it gives a different feeling with Royal Caribbean for an adults only section. It is not your boring solarium where it's you just laying around, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it's anything wrong with an adults only solarium that's a little bit more laid back. You get to relax. There's nothing wrong with that. But with this adults only area, it is upbeat. It is, in my opinion, it is great, in my opinion. All right, so he said, I agree with you. I won't go in Paradise. The ship and the food looks nasty. I'm open to trying the Islander though. Yes, most definitely. Most definitely, yes. The Paradise is a no-no for me. MSC is coming up with a new ship in 2028 that's going to be bigger than Icon of the Seas. Yes, it might be bigger, but is it going to have, are they going to be able to compete with what Royal Caribbean can do with their entertainment, right? It could be bigger, but can they compete with the entertainment that Royal Caribbean has? Can they compete with the service that Royal Caribbean has? And as of right now, unless MSC does a 360, I don't see it. Even by 2028, I don't see it. They can build, it can hold 1,000, 2,000 more people. I personally don't see, even with that ship, if that it would be better than the Icon class. I just don't. I'm looking forward to MSC America that's coming out next year. I'll give my opinion about MSC America, which looks very similar in some aspects to the Oasis class ships. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that is. I know they're bringing some very innovative things to that particular cruise ship, but it's more than obviously those extra features. It's the service, it's the food, it's the entertainment. It's a lot of factors that goes into what I'm referencing, right? So MSC, so that's just my feelings as far as when it comes to MSC. 4,082 weeks for that amount. Icon of the Seas is an exception. I'm telling you right now, it is an exception. So let me give you an example, right? There are all-inclusives, right, in the Caribbean that you can go to, right? You can have a really good time. There are a product or a brand called Sandals Resorts. Sandals Resorts is higher priced than, I would say, 80% of the other, or 90% of the other all-inclusive brands. But Sandals has such a great reputation. That's like Disney too. But like Sandals is more expensive, but the value you get for what you're paying for, the service that you get, just like a Disney cruise line, similar to that. people are willing to pay for it. So I feel that way about Icon of the Seas, is that $4,000 is, in my opinion, valuable because what you are experiencing on that cruise ship. It is the ultimate vacation. The decor, the different areas of the ship, the ambiance, the amazing entertainment. It is, you spend $4,000, you're going to get $4,000 worth of an experience. You are definitely going to get that experience. So that's just my personal feelings. And I mean, that's my personal feelings on that. Brandon says, "Yeah, I'm booking the MSC America for next year. Can't wait. When are you booking? I'm looking at booking sometime. I'm not. I want to wait a couple months for MSC America to come out. I'm not trying to be one of the first to experience it. They need to come over here, get acclimated to cruising over here, and then several months down the road, I'll go on MSC America. So it probably won't be until late summer or maybe fall for me to go on MSC America." Brandon says, have you been on Princess before? They seem to have pretty good pricing. Not yet, but I do have Sun Princess. I do have Sun Princess, a group that I will be going on for March of 2025. So that will be my first time on Princess. And that is the newest ship that's out now. It's currently in Europe right now, and it will be coming over to the US at the end of this year. And like I said, I have a group March of 2025. So I'm looking forward to Sun Princess. I love the fact of the medallion. The medallion, I feel like other cruise lines should adapt to some of the things that the medallion can do. Medallion, you can do a lot of different things when it comes to that medallion. As far as ordering service, different things as far as ordering certain things with the medallion. Yeah, it's a great feature. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Princess Cruises. You're doing May 2025. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting. Yeah. Nah. Now with MSC. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna wait on that. I want to do the next cruise with Princess. Also do a New England Canada cruise. That's great. Alaska, I'm supposed to do an Alaska next year. So yeah, I gotta figure that out too, because I'm supposed to do Alaska actually in 2 weeks. I have to push it to next year, so I have to figure out about Alaska. So yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure about MSC. That might have to be pushed to 2026. I'm not sure because I can't have like a million cruises going on. But Alaska, I'm looking to do Royal Caribbean. I like the Ovation of the Seas or the Anthem class ship, the Quantum class ships, because of how many inside areas that they have. But Princess has the most options for cruises of any cruise line. Princess Cruises, they basically run Alaska. So if you're looking for the best itineraries, even the cruise tours and all of that, Princess Cruises is a great option for Alaska. New England Canada cruise, I have no desire. I hope you enjoy that. I have absolutely no desire to do a New England Canada cruise. My whole thing moving forward, somewhat like around 2025 and onward, is to go to other unique areas. So I want to do some Mediterranean cruises in the next few years. I want to do a river cruise within the next few years. I want to do I have some other trips I want to do that's not cruising. So I want to go to Africa. When my daughter graduates, we're going to Japan. That is going to be an amazing experience to go to Japan in about 2 years. So there's some other unique destinations that I want to check out. Caribbean is getting old for me. I've done a lot of Caribbean. So it's time for me to kind of explore other areas. So Europe is going to be very big. It's a lot of areas in Europe I want to visit. Africa, of course, doing an Africa trip. want to, like I said, we're doing Asia. Eventually, I'll definitely want to do so. I'm not sure if many of you know, but there's cruises that is like around Australia that also go to like the Fiji Islands, like Tahiti and all that. That is on my list. So that's definitely on my list too, to go visit Australia. And while I'm over there, I might as well go and take a cruise that's also going to go to those, like I said, those Fiji Islands. So there are some itineraries, unique itineraries that will go there. So I can't wait for that particular experience too. It says, I've been scoping the New England calendar sellings as well. I want to leave from Baltimore. Yeah, so I mean, there is some Carnival Pride that goes up there. You got the Enchantment of the Seas that goes up there as well. So yeah, I mean, New England, Canada, it's cool. I have no desire to go to New England, Canada, because I don't find New England or Canada, that particular area, to be appealing to me. I don't see me going to Nova Scotia or to Portland, Maine, like to Maine. I don't find that to be appealing, in my opinion, right? If I want to go to some places that's kind of similar, I'd rather go to Europe. I'd rather fly to Europe, take me a Mediterranean cruise, go visit Greece, the islands in Greece, go visit France and Italy, those historical places there, and get that experience rather than going to Canada and New England. That's my personal opinion. Europe has some beautiful places over there. So I love history too. So I'm not saying it's not history in those particular areas, but man, I'm telling you, France, Italy, the food, the culture and all that, learning more about that is very, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it would be nice in the fall time. Yeah, of course. Canada and New England fall. I mean, I've been to Canada before. I've been to Niagara Falls twice. So I've been to Canada. I'm from up north, from Philadelphia. So I don't know. I just, like I said, I mean, I've been to Connecticut, Rhode Island. I've been up in the areas, and it just doesn't seem appealing to me. It doesn't at all. I'd rather go to I'd rather go to like Colorado or in those particular areas before I go to New England. I'm doing Spain cruise and did a Greek cruise. Definitely recommend. Yeah. Like, yeah, I can't wait to go over to Europe. I've never been to Europe before, so get some other places to go. The Brain Lake has a new ending cruise. You and this Virgin Voyages. Just saying. Virgin Voyages. Golly. But yeah, so that's just my reasoning in regards to New England, Canada, in my opinion. But that's just my thing. I think Anthony said he didn't like all the red. Is Anthony the one that said he didn't like all the red on Virgin? Let me see. Who said I don't like red? Someone said something about red, and I can't find it. Yeah. So stop trying to push Virgin Voyages on Anthony. Trying to push Virgin on it. So all you Virgin people in here, y'all be trying to push Virgin super hard. This is my Loft 19 when I was on the Mardi Gras. Look, if you like Carnival, the Excel class ships are great too. The Mardi Gras, the Celebration, and Jubilee. Oh yeah. Yeah, can't forget about Carnival. When I'm talking about the cruise lines, but yeah. So I appreciate everyone listening and tuning in to this. Let me see. Especially I got several people on YouTube. I'm loving that. So, like I said, next week I'll be live again. I'm gonna go over some more cruise deals. I didn't go over the itineraries, but I want to go over some unique itineraries from Carnival, Royal, Norwegian, and Virgin. And I'll go over some things as far as some all-inclusive resorts too. So this is time to prepare for vacation. Well, it's time to prepare for vacation anytime. Once again, I appreciate everyone. I'm putting my information down below. If you want to reach out to me, that's my phone number. If you want to call me to look into some cruises, some land-based vacations, if you want to. Like I said, today was crazy. I've gotten Carnival. Someone reached out to me to do a big group trip for an all-inclusive resort in Jamaica. So I got to work on that. I got another person who reached out to me for Carnival. So it's like, man, goodness. I've had people recently, book Royal Caribbean. So today I'm surprised. But yes, thank you as always. Thank you, Anthony, for the support. Taj, thank you for the support. Brandon, thank you for the support. So definitely you will see me. I'm going to try make it my best to come on here every single Sunday. Maybe not as late, but I will be coming on here every single Sunday. And we're going to talk about travel. We're going to talk about my, difference in opinions and all of that. And so hopefully you all enjoyed this. Hopefully this was informative as well. And thank you so much for the support. So any of you who are not watching on YouTube, please go over to my YouTube channel, Mike the Travel Lover. Disney Dream Ship Tour just dropped. Next one's about to be Celebrity Beyond. Don't sleep on Celebrity. I'm going to put it that way. Do not sleep on Celebrity Cruise Line. And so, and I think after that, what I think I have Harmony, and then I have Carnival Horizon, my Carnival Horizon God's Cruise, and then I'll be getting into Virgin Voyages. Yeah. My Virgin Voyages cruise I didn't post yet. And then I can't wait for you all to see my Icon of the Seas cruise. I am going to be a little bit later than some of the other content creators I bet on the inaugural sailing. Some of them are just putting out like their Icon of the Seas. So I'm glad I'm not that far behind. But I will be a little bit further behind than the rest of them because I need to get all of my other content, all my other travels before Icon of the Seas posted onto YouTube. Then I'll get to my Icon of the Seas so that you all can be able to see all of the rooms. I literally went to every single different room type. It was like 25, 30 different rooms. So some of them have already posted, are already on my playlist on YouTube. So if you're looking at Icon of the Seas and you want to see several rooms, I think I've done about 10 or 15 rooms so far on YouTube. So go over there and check it out if you're looking to do Icon of the Seas. But my full-length vlogs will be coming out probably in a couple of months. But I need to get to these other ones first. But until then, everyone have a great night. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.